Welcome, my friends. Welcome to another aimless adventure. I'm your host with the most, Chris. However, I've got a guest today. This fella. We're very close to the extraterrestrial highway. It's right there. Right there. The road to Area 51. We're not going there today. Don't worry about that. We've got other places. This is just a stop along the way. I think it's time we explore more of whatever we end up finding. This guy's ready to go for a party. Are you? Let's do it! A lot of small towns, teeny tiny towns like this going through Nevada. This one's called Ash Springs. Probably for those fertile springs that I think are over there. Check this joint out. That cow is being sucked up by aliens. I hope Mulder and Scully are nearby. That cowboy's freaked out by the ET fresh jerky. What's up, bro? Check these fellas out. Well, at first I thought that dude had the gun in his mouth. There's something oozing. There's something oozing from his mouth. I hope the jerky doesn't do that to you. Even these fellas on the stagecoach, they look concerned. Whatever that brown ooze was, I hope I don't get it. Drop your toxic waste in the cleanest restrooms in Area 51. Nice. You better watch out, buddy. They're gonna get you. Here at the junctions of 375 and 318 lies your future and your past at the exact same time. Welcome to the Bermuda Triangle of the Southwest. You're entering Area 51. Just up here, underneath this giant tree where that dude is slumbering past, lies one of the most epic signs in the United States. Well, the ET Highway certainly is a busy place. And this sign is like a beacon to the weird and the curious. And the sticker people. I think it's time we add something. I don't have any decals of my own, but I thought this one was appropriate. I picked this up from some restaurant when I was in Las Vegas eating one day. So I figure, why not? It's as good a place as any, right? There you go. Well, you can see this. It says "Stay Strange," and that's not my slogan, but it is my buddy Cryptid Hunter's Adventures with Cryptid on YouTube. And I don't have any of my own, so I'm going to try and put this one way up there. Let's see if I can get it up there. That's about as athletic as you're going to see me in any videos. Stay strange and go subscribe to his channel. Oh yeah. As we were entering into Caliente, Shannon from Occasional Adventures noticed this sign, which is rather ominous. The Shady Motel, Caliente's finest, since something I can't read. If you have a creepy train track as your logo and your place is called the Shady Motel, I'm going full on Zoink Scoob! Let's get out of here. Looks like you can buy wood at these little, what I assumed were bus stops. This Sinclair station's got a very sweet dinosaur. What's going on, bro? Check out that sweet railroad museum. pretty cool. If I remember right, the city hall for the police department is inside that thing. That's pretty freaking cool. Just when you thought it was safe to stay at a hotel motel, welcome to the Shady Motel. Thinking if they wanted to call it the Shady Motel, they should have planted more trees, like the emergency lane I've been driving in to get these videos. That's pretty cool. Check that out. Right here in the middle of town, you've got a clock tower, or a clock. That's pretty cool. Check this out. Off in the distance here, we're in Pioche, Nevada. That is an old abandoned mining mill. Pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get a full-length video on that in the future. From the mill right there, all the way up, look at these cables that run that would carry ore out of the mountains. They go right across the freeway there. And then they go up into the mountains. Pretty cool. Fastest gas in the West. And if you want to buy it, it's for sale. And there's no gas, so that is pretty quick. It's about to get old-timey, yo. Let's check this place out and see if we can get a closer look inside. Looks like there's some kind of merchandise in there. Maybe a mug or some kind of necklaces. Right next door is the old Gem Theater. Check this place out. Kind of makes sense that next to the old-timey legit opera house, you'd have the modern opera house, the theater. See if we can get a peep through here. Tucked away up top there is the, got some old neon of some kind. That's pretty cool. Those are light fixtures, those are neat. There's one on each side. Cobwebs everywhere. Imagine back in the day, folks used to just line up, congregate underneath this marquee and wait for the show. You can enjoy the awesome here in front of the theater, but they prefer it if you don't park here. This town's pretty cool. Pretty dang cool. I mean, look at that signage.
Hi, I'm Kelly from Ghost Town Art and Coffee in Pioche, Nevada. You guys should come up here. I got great food, great burgers grilled on the barbecue out back. Ooh, who knows, it might even be snowing when you get here. But there's also some good art here too as well. Hope to see you soon.
This little town's got all kind of epic old-timey stuff. If you're ever in the state of Nevada or have a hankering for old-timey stuff, Pioche is a very cool place and worth checking out. That's a pretty nice little park they got here. Heritage Park with the gazebo, got the train there, and that pretty cool fountain. Looks like you're heading into a mountain. I'm rhyming. Wiki wiki. Here's the main drag coming through town. You can see they've had a bunch of rain recently. Last night it rained here big time and hail, so there was some flooding. Even the cars are awesome. Old Falcon. That's Ray. He lives here. Bought that about 10 years ago for himself. Has a nice tinker toy, and looks like he's having fun. He's not driving too far, but he's having a good time. While there may be less residents than the original 10,000 when Pioche was kicking like Bruce Lee back in the mining days, the folks that are here very passionate about the town, and it seems like in some ways this town's coming back, which is very cool. I realize that it's a free bath, but I'm pretty sure the acid that they're using could be harmful. Got some old-timey photos of Pioche and some of the Fremont people and Southern Paiute Indians. Check that out. I'd like to find out exactly where that is in town. This town has 150 years of mining history. Some of it is still alive. That's very cool. I'm going to try and pair up some of these buildings. I'm pretty certain this right here, that's the old firehouse. I know it's hard to see with that glare, but that's the old firehouse that's down the road. So let's take a walk down the road and see how many of these by the tops of the building we can actually pair up. Some of the tops have changed, but that's the bank club right there. Or at least that's what it is now. I'm not certain if they moved it. As we come on down, the building way down there at the very end, that one, that's the firehouse. We'll get a closer look here in a minute. If you ever wondered why it takes me 35 hours to film a 20-minute video, it's because when I see stuff like this, my brain goes nuts. The picker in me wants to get in there. Rusty gold! You know, while the history of places like this are awesome, and it's what keeps me on the road, what I enjoy even more are the people I meet along the way. The gentleman who runs the Lincoln County History Museum across the street was very cool, shared some cool information with us, and has invited me to come back up and go into his shop. So we're going to get a full-size video out of that one. Or you guys prefer a full-on 40 minutes to an hour vid, or a two-parter? Comment below. Look at them creepy little dolls. Whoa, check this guy out. Hee hee. Yeah, here's the old firehouse. From that photo, you can see that funky building top right there. This place is super cool. From the $1 Million Courthouse to the place where dignitaries that do their business, to the main street of Pioche, and out into today's world. This place has got a lot of history. Good, bad, ugly, just like every place else. But I consider it all worth checking out. History's awesome.